So hello there and welcome back to the channel. This is Mel's Gaming here with a incredibly special The Hunter Call of the Wild video. Now we are here once again on Silver Ridge Peaks, back out on the black bear grind, and something incredibly special has just shown up. That right there is a 10 fabled black bear, and it is the fabled Chestnut fur type. One of my top 3 furs for the Great One Black Bear. We finally have it. He is here. I could not believe it when I saw this guy walking into his zone. I was just spotting all the bears as they were walking in, and to begin with, he didn't stand out too much because, you know, in the night, he has what looks to be black fur. But then I got the binos over it and I was like, that's a really huge bear. Oh my gosh, it's a chestnut. Absolutely insane. Now, something else crazy happened during this hunt. So right here, I had actually tracked this fabled chestnut to his morning feed zone, and I was in the process of trying to stalk into his zone to actually get some up-close pictures and footage when I spotted this. That is an albino female mountain lion. Now, I didn't know whether to include this in the video originally or not, but you'll see why this had to go in the video in a second. So the only weapon I had on me was the 300, which obviously isn't ethical for mountain lion, but it is a female, and I just wanted to drop her. That right there that I have marked is the feed zone for this Great One Black Bear, so she was literally in his zone area. And look what happens. I'm on my way to go and pick this female up, and you're going to see exactly what just ran past us there. That is the fabled chestnut Great One Black Bear. Literally ran past us as we go to pick up this albino here, which is just absolutely insane. And then I was like, this has to go in the video. This is part of the story now. Like, to find a rare that I had no idea was on my map right in the same zone as the Great One is absolutely wild. And I actually needed a rare female mountain lion for a mount that I've wanted to do for my trophy lodge for ages, which is a rare tactical espionage mount with a rare Roosevelt elk bull. And I just haven't gotten a rare female mountain lion or puma for that mount. So this works perfectly. This completes that mount. And like I said, the 300 is not ethical, but I was just more concerned about, one, getting this animal down and trying to get close to that bear because I didn't know where he was, and just getting her out of the zone. So I just dropped her with the 300. She would have been a silver, now she's a bronze. I'm not too concerned about losing the medal on this, but really cool to get a rare that I needed in the same zone as the Great One. And this is why I love following Great Ones and stuff around. This happened with my Fabled Spruce Spider Rack Great One moose. You guys may know this moose from either the short I posted of him going aggressive when I shot him, or the video in which I was following him from zone to zone, and actually in one of his feed zones he kept being chased by a pack of wolves, and in that pack of wolves were 2 level 9s. One made diamond and one was a troll. But I would never have had that encounter of seeing 2 legendary wolves chasing a Great One moose if I hadn't been following him from zone to zone. And I would never have known that this albino female mountain lion was in this location had I not been following this Great One Black Bear to his feed zone. Like, it just wouldn't have happened. I didn't know she was on the map. I had no idea. That was the first time I'd ever seen her. I was literally trying to spot this guy in his zone so that I could make an approach, and instead I saw a glowing white mountain lion. Just insane. It's just wild. Like I said, following animals about like this can lead to some really cool experiences. I mean, how many people have had a rare and a Great One in the same, basically probably the same zone? Because she was probably feeding in this same location, I would imagine, because the mountain lions also feed at this time, and it was making it a real pain to actually get these bears into their zones for both this guy and the fabled spirit from the previous video, because I kept having to shoot mountain lions that kept spooking the bears off. So she was probably feeding, if not in this zone, very, very close. So it's just insane. And just look at this bear. Isn't he just gorgeous? The Fabled Chestnut, once again, similar to the Fabled Spirit from the previous video, such a unique looking animal. And I really wanted a Fabled Chestnut. It's not one of my top 2 favourite furs, which are the 2 Glacier variants, but it was one of my top 3 favourites because it is just such a huge bear. Like, if you compare the Fabled Chestnut to all of the other Great One bears, it looks so much bigger. Now, I do believe that's just because it has a much fluffier coat when you actually look at it, but this thing just looks massive. Absolutely huge. And like I said, when I first spotted him, and I got the outline of the bear, I knew it was a Great One before I even saw the 10 Fabled from the spotting information pop up. Just as soon as I dragged the reticle of the binos across and I just saw the outline of the bear, I was like, that's a Fabled Chestnut, because it's got this huge body. It's so much bigger than every other black bear. It's absolutely gargantuan. And he's just massive. I mean, look at the hair around his neck. That is a massive bear, a truly massive bear. And that's why I really wanted to get one, just because of the sheer size. The coat is absolutely beautiful, actually, seeing it up close. I'd seen, obviously several screenshots and stuff of this fur, but I'd never obviously seen one in person. And I thought that it looked cool in all the screenshots and stuff that I'd seen. Oh my gosh, does it look so much better in person when you're this close to it. That is a beautiful fur. It's like fiery, like embers. It's gorgeous. That dark colour fur with those orange colour speckles. It really is. It's like dying embers of a fire. Just a beautiful, beautiful bear. Really, truly gorgeous. And like I said, getting to see them up close. This is my favourite thing. I always say it. This is my favourite thing. And we are about to have an encounter with this guy that I have always wanted to have with a Great One bear. Now, I was actually trying to get him to go alert here. That's why I was running and stuff around here. I wanted him to go alert because I wanted him to come out of the shadows so that we could get some nice pictures and footage of him. And we get this, where he stood in front of those trees there with the mountains in the background, and you've got the clouds going by. I mean, that is a majestic scene. But then something happens that I didn't think I would ever get to see. He goes aggressive. This is something that I have wanted to get to happen ever since the Great One Black Bear's released. This is such a rare piece of behaviour. And for someone, for me, that, I document the footage of these animals and trying to get close to them and trying to document the behaviour and stuff that they do as they just live and exist on the map. That was always a real goal for me, was to have a Great One Black Bear go aggressive. But it is so hit or miss. You can spend just forever trying to get one to go aggressive and it never happen. It really does seem like you just have to get extremely lucky for it to happen. And it happens. And when I saw that I finally had a piece of footage of a charging, aggressive Great One Black Bear, I almost could have cried. Like, that was a huge achievement for me. And I say it all the time. With the Great Ones, yes, when they spawn and I see the 10 Fable pop up, it's just the most insane, exciting feeling. But my favourite part of Great Ones is getting to have these experiences. The Great One is the experience for me. Like, the whole thing. The trophy is just a part of everything that, that comes along with the Great Ones. And I love this time, spending the time getting close to them, just observing them doing their thing, existing on the maps, and getting this kind of footage and these pictures and stuff of them. It's my absolute favourite thing to do. And that's why I love grinding for them. It's not because, I've got so many Great Ones. I don't know how many Great Ones I've got at the moment. I've forgotten. I don't actually know the exact number. I know it's over 30. No idea exactly how many. I'd have to go and count if someone asked. It's not about the amount of them. It's not about those things at all. It's about getting these different furs and getting to document how beautiful they are and these experiences that come along with them. If I end up with every single Great One Black Bear fur, then I won't go for another Great One Black Bear. My goal at the moment now is to get every fur, because the only 2 furs that I am now missing are the 2 Fabled Glacier variants, which are my absolute favourites. It kind of reminds me of what happened with Great One Moose. I ended up with every single rack and all the furs before I got my absolute favourite rack, which is the big non-typical rack. It took 10 Great One Moose to get my favourite set of antlers. And I kind of feel like that's what's happening with bears. We've gotten 4 of the furs, 4 of the 6 furs, and the only 2 that I don't have are my 2 absolute top favourites, being the 2 Fabled Glaciers. Like I said, this guy was in the top 3 for me in terms of just how they look and stuff. So this is really cool. I love all of them, but this was one of my top 3. And he goes aggressive again. Now, I don't actually get to spot him here, but I can tell you 100% he was aggressive, because if you watched when he sort of came charging down from that hill, he did the paw swipe animation, which is something they do when they're aggressive. And I know that from watching common black bears attack mountain lions. I watched them and sort of studied their behaviour a little bit to see what they would do when they are aggressive. And normally what they do is they run, they do a paw swipe, and then they turn and flee, which is exactly what happened when we got this guy to go aggressive the first time. Is he called out, which is very, very typical. He ran at us, he paw swiped, and then he turned and fled. And that's exactly what happened on that second encounter too. So not only did we have one aggressive encounter, we had 2 aggressive encounters with this magnificent, gorgeous, just stunning bear. Which, like I said, as someone who spends a lot of time following and filming these animals and obviously grinding for them, that for me was like the absolute piece de resistance of getting footage of these guys. That was the dream, was a little bit of Great One black bear footage where they were actually aggressive. Never thought I'd get it to happen. Like I said, it seems like you have to just get lucky. And yeah, I got really lucky, not just once, but twice, to get attacked by this Great One black bear. Now, I was having some struggles here, and you may see it in the footage. I was having a little bit of lag, and this is something I've been having with the game, and I do not know why. I can't explain it. The only things I had open are the game and OBS, nothing else is running, and I was really stressing that I was going to pull the trigger, and the lag was going to mean that I would end up messing this trophy up. So I basically just sat here, and you'll see the little lag spikes happening probably, and I was just waiting for the lag to like calm down a bit, because it seems to come and go in little like lag spikes. And I was stressing so hard, because I was like, I want to take this guy now. We've had some really, really awesome up-close footage of him. We've had 2 aggressive encounters. I think it's time that we actually finally take this guy. And I'm sat here just panicking, like, with the lag and everything, it was just adding to the stress, and that's why I've decided to include the lag. Because right here, as I took this shot, my heart was pounding. And when I saw this guy flip over, and he actually, same as the Fabled Spirit, went into the aggressive state again as he actually died. And, you know, as soon as I saw him flip over and he was actually dead and I saw the vital blood, oh, the relief. The relief that I knew everything should be fine was just huge. Because, like I said, the lag, and I don't know why it was lagging. Only in this specific spot I hadn't been having any lag. Oh, it was just so stressful. But here we have a Fabled Chestnut Great One Black Bear 26.47 score. What a beast. Double lung, liver, stomach shot. I couldn't ask for anything better. Like, he dropped on the spot, everything went to plan. Taking a look at the shot, I think I was a little bit cautious in keeping that far back, you know, and trying to keep it away from the shoulder and everything, because I was worried about hitting the shoulder and it, for some reason, not penetrating. Just when the game starts acting weird and lagging and stuff, I start getting really overly cautious. So I could have kept that, you know, several inches further forward, but more than enough into the vitals. We got, you know, both lungs and the liver, so absolutely perfect. Dropped him on the spot. You can't ask for better than that, really. I mean, just what an amazing hunt. Like, everything about this bear is awesome. Like I said, one of my favourite furs for them, in general, for the Great One Black Bears. Getting to see it up close and personal in my own game made me love it even more. Then, as we're trying to get in daylight to get footage of him, we have a albino mountain lion show up. It, like, literally right next to him, because he ran past us. Then we have not one, but 2 aggressive encounters with this guy. And then all the stress right there at the end. It should have been, you know, the most easy, clean, no stress shot. But it ended up being super stressful because of the game lagging like that. But finally, we got this guy on the ground. What an adventure. What an adventure. What a hunt. And that's what I love. That's why I always say it, and that's why I love making these videos. I love getting to do these things. Getting to, you know, finally get one of these guys to show up. Amazing. Just fantastic. That's always a 10 out of 10 experience when you spot something and it says 10 Fabled. But then getting to have these experiences, follow them around, end up with these insane situations like we had with this guy. You just can't ask for more than that from this game. It really makes you feel like you're out hunting. You know, you see one amazing animal and you think, oh, that's everything, you know, you've got your sights just set on that, and then something else shows up and completely derails it, or that animal does something completely unexpected. That's what I love about doing these things, and I am so pleased about this video, honestly. I cannot wait to share this. I'm so incredibly excited about getting to share this. And I'm still a little bit sick as I'm recording this, so I hope my voice and stuff doesn't sound too bad throughout. But yeah, wow, what a bear. He's amazing. And like I said, that fur really does remind me of, like, dying embers in a fireplace. Such a beautiful, in my opinion, fiery looking bear. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. But that is going to be it for this video. I really, really hope you have enjoyed it. A bit of a crazy one. One that it went in so many different directions that I wasn't quite expecting. We finally got that footage of an aggressive Great One Black Bear. And it like I said, it didn't just happen once, it happened twice. Even though I couldn't spot him to actually get the spotting information to say aggressive on the second time, he definitely went aggressive. The behaviour showed that. So, yeah. I'm absolutely beyond thrilled, and this was just insane. But yeah, that is going to be it for this one. So thank you so much for watching and for all your support as always. I'm going to carry on grinding. Hopefully we can end up with the Fabled Glacier variants. I think I'm just going to go for all of the Great One Black Bear furs at this point, because I love both of the glaciers. If I get one, and then I don't get, you know, another one after that or whatever, then maybe we'll reevaluate. But at the moment, I think I am going to just try and get them all. Seeing as we've only got 2 more to get, I think I'll try and see what happens. See what happens in the meantime. But that is going to be it for this one. So thank you so much for watching and for all your support as always. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you.